Anyone can sell electronics. At Electronics Expo, they do more than sell products. They design, install, and support complete technology solutions. From home theaters and whole home audio to lighting, shades, automation, networking, security cameras, and premium entertainment systems. For over 22 years, they've helped thousands of homeowners experience technology at its very best. See the difference for yourself. Visit their Wayne or Paramus stores in New Jersey or shop now at electronicsexpo.com.
I'm Dr. Sky, and welcome once again to the Dr. Sky Experience with our monthly Dr. Sky events calendar of what you can see. No matter whether you live in brightly lit cities or the dark of the night, there's something here for everybody. Welcome once again to the Dr. Sky Experience, heard proudly on the Blowtorch Signal, Talk Radio 77 WABC, broadcasting from the great city, the city of New York, to the nation and the world, and I'm even sure with confidence, out into the universe. You have any questions for me? I'd love to be your guide in the nighttime sky. My email, drsky@wabcradio.com, of course. Listen to our show, and if you have already, many, many thanks. We love you for that. The show airs midnight Eastern Daylight Time, Fridays to 2 a.m. Saturday, Eastern Daylight Time, and Saturday night, midnight to 2 a.m. Sunday, Eastern Daylight Time, with great information, as you tell us, from the realms of astronomy, space, aviation, and weather. Let's settle in and get set for one of the most interesting months of the calendar year, July 2026. Let's begin with the moon. The moon, of course, is an object of intrigue, whether you're a beginner or a well-seasoned observer. Lots to see. The month opens up as we find out that the moon is waning. It moves on to last quarter moon, which usually rises around midnight on the 7th of July. The moon then continues to move on as it moves on to its closest position for the month. And that's on the 13th. We call that perigee, because remember, the moon's orbit is not perfectly circular, it is elliptically shaped. New moon, the dark of the moon, and this is going to be a very interesting segue when we talk a little bit more about other things other than planets that you can see in the sky. The new moon, the dark of the moon, is a great time to look for the elusive Milky Way in the darkest of skies. More on that later. Then, if you're a very keen-eyed observer, you could look into the west-northwest just after sunset by about the 15th, for the thinnest sliver of moonlight as it waxes. Then the moon continues on to first quarter. But how about this? Another outstanding, beautiful full moon. This one on the morning hours of July the 29th, 10:36 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This moon, officially known as the full buck moon, and or the full thunder moon, and there are probably a whole bunch of other appropriate names, but how about thunder moon? As the monsoon continues to increase here in Arizona, and thunderstorm season is well underway. Let's talk a little bit more about other things that are happening. Did you know that the Earth was farthest from the sun? That on the 6th, a little over 94 million miles. Hard to believe when temperatures in the northern hemisphere are at record-breaking levels. Here's something interesting that you can take a look at. On the 9th of July, if you look just at the beautiful planet Venus, which, by the way, is so bright you can't miss it in the northwest, maybe a pair of binoculars might suffice, or maybe the naked eye. Venus and a star called Regulus in Leo. The star Regulus is the brightest star in the constellation Leo the Lion, some 77 light years away. Why mention it? Because Venus and Regulus will be slightly less than 1 degree apart. And I'm sure you can see that with the naked eye, if you indeed have some clear skies. So let's talk with you about some other amazing things that are happening in our heavens. The moon will be near the red god of war, the planet Mars, on the morning of the 11th. The planet Mercury, which adorned the western and northwestern skies throughout early portions of June and mid-June, is now moving into inferior conjunction, meaning it transitions from the evening to the morning sky. Early morning sky watchers, the red god of war, is within 5 degrees of the brilliant star in Taurus, the Eye of the Bull, a star called Aldebaran, That's 65 light years away. It's also interesting, once the moon waxes again, we find out that on the 17th, you can't miss it. The crescent moon, what a beautiful set. If you want to take some amazing images with your smartphone or even more professional cameras, you find out that the moon is near Venus on the 17th. The moon glides past a brilliant star called Spica, which is in the constellation Virgo the Virgin on the 21st. And by the way, if you look at that star in Virgo, that star Spica is about 250 light years away. So you got it. When the Declaration of Independence was inked and signed by the 56 signatories, the light of that star thereabouts left then and just got here now. Isn't that amazing what happens in the world of astronomy? On the 24th, the moon, as it continues to race on toward its full phase, we find it very close to the beautiful star in Scorpius, Antares, which means the rival of Mars, and in some other locations around the world, the moon will cover up or eclipse the star Antares. For those of you that don't like the fact that Pluto is a dwarf, Pluto is at its best on the 26th. But good luck with that, because you'll need a massive telescope to see it, or a moderate-sized telescope with a lot of luck. How about this? On the 29th, the planet Jupiter that you've been seeing with that beautiful romantic duet, remember back in early June, when who knows who courted who, Jupiter was courting Venus, or was Venus courting Jupiter? Well, the planet Jupiter moves into the conjunction, that is the solar conjunction. It transitions from the evening to the morning sky. And barely, if you can see it, there is a meteor shower called the Southern Delta Aquarids. Now that's a shower that would be visible in the southeast sky, best around the 30th and 31st. But then again, we're dealing with full moon or just post-full moon conditions. Now let's also talk about something interesting. I mentioned before, the dark of the moon, the new moon. If you're on vacation, let's say, or somewhere where their lights are diminished, take a look right around mid-month, southern sky, right after, maybe about an hour or two after sunset. Look due south. You will see, a pair of binoculars will help, the most incredible star fields of the Milky Way through the zodiac signs of Scorpius the Scorpion, and then the nuclear core of our galaxy, the constellation Sagittarius. And let me tell you folks, if you have the opportunity to do this in dark skies with a pair of binoculars, you're going to remember this event, because many people say that literally, without using too many out of this world words, it literally is an astronomical experience. Take a star chart and learn the different groups of stars that are there. Also, many clusters, many globular clusters. These are stars that maybe have 200,000 or 300,000 stars compacted together. One of them, right in that teapot area of Sagittarius, up near the top of it, would be a group of stars called Messier 22. What's that in English language? It's a massive globular cluster. When you see it in the night sky with the darkness and the beautiful Milky Way, you will be most impressed. Questions that you may have for me, email me, drsky@wabcradio.com. And we certainly appreciate you and all the guests that we get on our shows talking about. If you've never heard the show, tune in. The Dr. Sky Experience talks with you, not at you, about the amazing wonders from the realms of astronomy, space, aviation, and weather, and so much more, ladies and gentlemen, and also stories of American exceptionalism. How about that as we celebrate our 250th anniversary? A listener said it, and I use the quote often, and I do believe it. He said, "The Dr. Sky Experience is an antidote to negative news fatigue." What say you? Health and happiness and clear skies as we move deeply into the summer of 2026 here on the Dr. Sky Experience. Thank you for joining us.
Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks are back at SIUH Community Park July 7th to the 12th for a 6-game series against the High Point Rockers. Tonight, first pitch is at 6:30. It's Thirsty Thursday with $5 Bud and Bud Light Drafts. Friday, July 10th, first pitch is at 7 p.m. May the Force be with you on Star Wars Night with post-game kids glow around the bases with special lightsaber training packs.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.